students, in this video we are going to discuss about problem solving. Actually, the main topic is algorithm and flowcharts. So first we have to start from problem solving. So suppose we are giving any instruction for the computer to solve, in the sense it cannot solve by themselves. Okay, so we have to give step by step instructions for the computer to solve the problem. So any problem, what is the step, what is the process, first we have to understand the problem. If you want to solve the problem, we have to follow certain process. What is the process? First step is understanding the problem. What is the problem? Okay, and the next one is what is the method to reach the solution, finding the method to reach the solution. And next we have to write the solution, that means we have to get the solution. So this is the process we have to follow to solve any kind of problem. So if you want to write the programs, that is, program is nothing but coding, first it should be that means it should be written in the form of either algorithm or flow charts. Okay, so that part only we are going to discuss in detail in this video. So any kind of arithmetic or logical operations, first we have to develop the step-by-step process. Here we have two different tools. One is algorithm and another one is flowchart. So in this video we will discuss in detail of these two. Okay, algorithm in the sense step-by-step analysis of the process, and flowchart means through graphical method we are going to show the process. Okay, so let us discuss algorithm first. So what is algorithm? Actually we have to get the specified output. Okay, once the algorithm is executed we have to get the specified output, and that program should be terminated exactly after getting the output, and it should be very clearly written. It should not give any confusion to the programmer. So these are all certain features of the algorithm, writing algorithm. So now we will start this. Introduction to algorithm. Already I said it is the procedure of steps we have to follow to complete a particular task or the problem. Okay, so for that we have to follow certain set of rules to complete the problem. Okay, so that if you want to write any programming or for any coding, first we should be clear about the algorithm. What are all the steps we are going to follow to complete the task? So generally algorithm will be written in English language only, so that the user can understand clearly about the coding. As I said early in this features of an algorithm, now you see first one is clarity. So that means algorithm can be written very clear manner. It should not give any confusion in its meaning. It should be very much clear, and it has to be very simple so that everyone can understand it. And the next one is well defined input. So the input should be clearly defined in the algorithm. In that same way output also clearly specified. Okay. And the next, finiteness. What is the meaning of finiteness? Once the algorithm is over, it has to terminate at the exact point. So that is called the finiteness. It should not continue the loop or not. It has to complete at the certain points. So feasibility, that means it should be very simple and practical to implement. It should not be more complicated. That is the feasibility. And the language independent. So it should be written in simple English language, so that we can write the code without any confusion. Here I have given certain examples of the algorithm. First program is or first problem is, here I have given certain examples. First problem is find the area of circle of radius. Actually what is the input? We have to give the radius of the circle and output will be area. Actually these are the steps. First we are understanding, right, input and output. How, in what way we can write in the algorithm. First step you see, read in the sense giving input. Okay, so for input we use the term read. So input the radius r of the circle. So we have to give the r value. Okay, and what is the formula for area? Area is equal to pi into r square. Actually pi r square is the formula. So second step, the calculation is done. Area is equal to pi into r into r. Third step is print area. This is output part, and this is input part, and this is the processing part. Okay, so input, process, and then output, or process in the sense calculation. So this is the step of algorithm we have written to find the area of the circle. Let us see the other example. Write a program to read two numbers and find their sum. Okay, that means addition of two numbers. So what is the input? Two numbers we have to take, first number, second number, and expected output should be sum of the two numbers. So in terms of algorithm, how it should be written? For any algorithm, first step should be start. Okay, so now you see here, first step is starting, second one is reading the first number, two inputs, that's what two times we have to read. First reading the first number, and the next step is reading the second number, and the third one is sum is equal to num1 plus num2. First number and the second number are added together and it is stored in sum. Okay, calculation of that, and then print sum and end. So starting and ending, and getting two inputs, doing the calculation, printing the output. These are the steps involved in this program. Another example, convert temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So input is temperature in Fahrenheit we have to give, and output temperature in Celsius we have to get. Okay, what is the algorithm? See here, so first step start, second step we have to read the temperature in Fahrenheit, and the third step formula we have to use to convert into Celsius. So C is equal to 5 by 9 into F minus 32. Okay, so doing the calculation here, and then we have to print temperature in Celsius. So it is stored in C variable, and then end. So these are the steps involved to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius. Next example. The another example is write algorithm to find a greater number between two numbers. Okay, so what is the first step? Start, input A and B. That means two steps now converted into one step only. We are getting both the inputs A and B. Now checking the condition. If A is greater than B means we are taking another number also, C. So in the place of if A is greater than B means A should be given to the C value, or otherwise if B is greater than A means C is equal to B. Okay, so which is the highest number, that will be stored in the C value as per the condition. Finally we have to print C, end. So these are the steps involved to find the greater number between two numbers. The same program, by using three numbers, out of three numbers I have to find out the largest one. So here first one is start, next step is reading three inputs A, B, C. Here two conditions we are checking, that is very important. If A is greater than or equal to B and A is greater than or equal to C, then maximum is equal to A. I am assigning like that. If not, again we are going to take B now, going to check B. B is greater than A and B is greater than C, then I can say max is equal to B. The same way we have to follow for C also. Then finally it is a max is equal to C. So which condition is true, accordingly the maximum value will be saved. So finally we have to print maximum and end. So these are the steps involved to find the largest value of any three numbers. So now we completed how to write the algorithm. Next we are going to discuss about the flow charts. So flow chart means the same process in terms of graphical way we are going to represent. That means diagrammatic representation of the algorithm only. So here we have to follow certain symbols, arrows to describe what is the beginning, ending and the flow of the program, everything. So we are going to follow certain symbols. Okay, so now I will show the symbols how we have to follow. See here, this is the symbol and the name of the symbol and that means what is its representation in the flow chart. Now you see first this is the rectangle symbol. If you are using the rectangle symbol, it represents the statements. Okay, this is the statements. To represent the statements we use the rectangle. And the next one is diamond symbol. Diamond symbol means condition. What is the condition? So here A is greater than B. If it is true or false, this is the condition, or otherwise we can call it as a decision making. Here we can take the decision. What is the symbol for that? Diamond symbol. And this is parallelogram. Parallelogram for input and output. That means read A, I have to use the parallelogram, and print B. that is the output, right? For that also the same symbol. For input and output, the same symbol, that is parallelogram. And the next one is oval. Actually, this is the oval symbol for starting and ending. Okay, for any program, definitely it will start with that means it should begin with the start and then end. So both should be represented by the oval symbol. Okay, and the next arrow marks, that flow of the program. If it is A is greater than B, go this way. If it is less than B, go this way. Like that we can change the direction of the flow of the program. So for that arrow marks is required. And the next one is circle. Circle means connector. Okay, so the condition is checked, finally it has to come to this point. For that we will use the circle symbol. Okay, so these are the symbols basically we use to write the flow chart. Now I will show certain examples so that you can understand clearly. See here, one small example I have given. In the screen I would like to print hello world. Only I would like to print hello world. For that what I have to do? First I should start and then print hello world and then end. See the symbol here, that is very important. Start and end, oval symbol, already I mentioned. And then parallelogram for output. So printing means output only. That's what we followed, the parallelogram symbol. From starting to printing it is going, after printing it is coming to the end. So this arrow mark represents here. Okay, next example, calculate the average of two numbers. Okay, so how the average will be taken? Number 1 and number 2 to be taken, and then it should be added together, finally it should be divided by 2, right? So what is the symbol? Start and end will be oval symbol, and then here this is input, parallelogram symbol, this is output, parallelogram symbol. So in input what we are taking num1 and num2, two numbers, and then this is the statement, rectangle symbol for statement. Okay, so what we are doing here, average is equal to number 1 plus number 2 divided by 2. So this is the statement, so that we are using the rectangle symbol. I hope you understand these steps. See the another example. That means we are going to give certain number and we are going to check whether it is the odd number or even number. Okay, so how can we find odd number or even number? By means of reminder. For example, I am taking 6. If you divide by 2, okay, what is that? 3 2s are 6. So the remainder is 0. Okay, remainder is 0. So that I can say, if the remainder is 0, I can say it is the even number. If I am taking the odd number dividing by 2, so 3 2s are 6, the remainder will be 1. If the remainder is equal to 1, I can say this is the odd number. So this is the condition. So main part is played by the remainder. See here, starting and this is the ending. Okay, so both will have the same symbol, oval symbol, and then input number, this is the input part, that's what it should, we have to maintain the parallelogram symbol. And here condition, that is a decision making, the number is equal, that means modulo division they used, the percentile symbol represents the remainder. Okay, the number, that means 6 divided by 2, that means modulo divided by 2, in the sense it will give the remainder is equal to 0. If the number divided by, that means modulo divided by 2 is equal to 0, condition is checking here. If it is yes, then display even number. This is output, right? Displaying means output. If it is not equal to 0, 7 means it will be equal to 1, right? It is not equal to 0. That's what it should display, odd number. Okay, so this is also parallelogram symbol. In that way the flowchart can be created for this program. So in this video I discussed about algorithm and flowchart with certain examples. Please go through that. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you everyone.